New content. Okay.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
Oh!
Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
New content again?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh. 427, remember that number.
See, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking
New
for.
mug. New mug, who dis? Testing 2 printers at the same time. Oh, man. Investor Showcase.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2
Taste the
is
sequel.
just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
I do.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams
Got the new photos.
progress
Let's
and
go.
innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Man, they got photos now. They're not even using those old, like, flippin' Windows Vista crap. New hotness. Ooh, new hot. Oh, new hotness. Well, slow your roll there. Join the
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
This is like very modern. Very fancy. Very fancy. New content. Let's go. Give me that content. I need to get subscribers. Alright.
Here
Oh.
we are.
This is like
Go on.
security breach.
Try out
Oh
some
no.
of the new features.
New soundtrack. I like that. Exclusive. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
I want to see what that says. What does that say? Enhance. Alright, is this my name?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
Hey, I'm
Just
Jim.
play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
She loved me for 2.
Jim.
Yes, you see?
Yeah.
What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
This is for
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time.
Yes.
If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
It still would
Let's
be.
take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
I know, right?
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much, Jim. I'm putting the gym button away. Otherwise, soon
Oh.
you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually
Jim.
are.
It's kind of look. This does kind of look like security breach in the way that it's like infinite hole.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable too. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Well, I don't know. Please, no screenshots. A whole new office. Red is the new orange. The updated ray traced. Ooh. Epilogue. Oh, I want the reassurance bucket. Settings world champion. Hold on, let me go back. There's oh my gosh, this is. Hold on, let me go back to the reassurance. Oh, hold on, my freaking.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Oh.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Happy 12th birthday, stepniece. That would be funny because first of all, it's a stepniece, so no, don't. I think that one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, stepniece, it is.
Oh gosh, no, that's not what I said.
Or actually,
Merch.
maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision.
Wait, is that an
moving on.
actual QR code? I'm using it. Oh my gosh, that's an actual QR code. What the frick? If you're more of a prequel, check out the Stanley Parable. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of the exhibit.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley,
just don't kick it.
anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable.
Am I gonna fall in
Can you
love with the
imagine what a
bucket?
pain in the ass that would be?
Can you please
The
stop
bucket
swearing?
is the
Jeez.
perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Gonna demonetize me. That's a joke, by the way. I don't actually care.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Let's go.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna carry this.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Every pause button is a Roman numeral too. That's true. Alright, let's go to the infinite hole. The holy moly. How deep can we dig? I could make so many jokes right now. Time, depth. It just keeps going. Alright. Oh, never mind. Let's not go up there.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
You know what? I don't think it's a good idea if I... Oh. Uh-oh.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Well,
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully,
let's
but
go.
it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
Oh!
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite?
Well, I mean, it's...
Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
What happens if I fall all the way down?
Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole.
Hey!
Did you really need to see it again?
Yes!
I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating
Whoa,
exhibits that
come
I've prepared for you.
on,
I've really
no.
spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them. How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes,
Wow.
I know. I told you the hole was infinite, but come on.
The bucket is very sad at you.
Actually wants to fall forever. The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem.
Whoa.
Look, things got a little heated.
Yeah,
there.
let's
I
just-
think we
let's-
both said some things we didn't mean.
Yes,
Why
let's...
don't
I'll
we just
give
put
you
all
dinner.
this
Let's go
behind
out.
us and agree
Yeah.
to just call the hole mostly infinite. If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on.
Mostly infinite. Okay. Bucket, how did you feel about that, Bucket? You had a good time? I had a good time. I'm not gonna say what I was just gonna say right there, but okay. Get it here. I'm getting the mostly free achievement. Here we go. Pull the lever, receive your achievements, no more steps. It just works. Get yours right now.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Bucket, how do you think about this? Oh, but I think that you should be able to get the achievement. I think, you know, you should have been trying a bunch of bullcrap. You're right, Bucket. I really, you know, I really think that free achievement...
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
The jumps... Oh my gosh, the actual jump circle is
You
here.
know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Collectibles. Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? I don't know. Gotta collect them all. Oh.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up.
What the heck?
You simply
Why
collect
is
all
there...
of them, and then you move the hell on with your
Can you...
unremarkable
What
life.
is with you and swearing? It's like you're okay with swearing now. Bucket, what do you think about the swearing? You like his ears. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
How much you want to bet, like, now I'm gonna go back and there's actual collectibles everywhere? That's not an endless pit at all.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Why is there a purse there? I don't like that there's a purse there.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
I do.
Yes, I know it's
That's
not
a good
exactly
feature.
clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not
Are we
it
actually gonna play
coheres
video?
into
Oh
a
my
meaningful
gosh.
gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
Can I
Here
speed
it
it?
is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes.
Here we go.
Yes, this is
Ooh,
much
I'm
better. I feel
prepared.
good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to
I want
create a
that bucket.
sequel that
I
would
want two
capture
of 'em.
all the magic of the first game. I wanted they would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Good for you.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay.
Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh my gosh. So when I went in here, it said I could change the time to whatever I'd like it. My favorite time is obviously this. Yes. It's like, it's slightly inaccurate. Oh my gosh. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yes! My friend.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
See, I'm with you, narrator, on this one.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
No.
You can feel that, can't you?
No.
The aura of jealousy?
Yes.
It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
No.
I can really feel it now.
Oh, no.
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to
I
say
can't
here.
let go.
It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in.
No,
Don't
I
hand
won't.
over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over.
No.
No. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it
Oh
has
my
to resort to
gosh.
this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
I won't hand it
Stanley,
over.
I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient?
Wow.
That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
You.
Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
I will
Go
let you
through
know.
each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket, as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
I will tell you, this bucket has been my friend.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
What?
Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet.
Yeah.
Your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
You won't take it.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see? I feel that it works because the sticker... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So,
Wow,
I implore you
that's
to
kinda
savor
sad.
each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I know. Because the boss knows that what the boss goes, if the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose, or something.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Yep.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
Yes.
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Yes.
Was the bucket guiding him?
Yes.
Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
It is logical.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
Stanlerines?
Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Let's go, Stanlerine.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him,
Yes.
comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
No.
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
Well.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He
Into
couldn't
the
accept
bucket?
it. His own
Pirate.
life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Exactly.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way.
Yeah.
The bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Yeah. See, when the bucket is with you, me, I kind of want to listen to the narrator more.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door.
Let's move in
The
together.
bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but
We're going on a
then
date?
stop it halfway through and begin watching it
Oh.
in reverse from the end.
Oh.
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together.
Yes.
With one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and...
Oh, what?
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty.
Homie type bucket.
Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No!
The facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
No!
Not to part with the bucket.
No.
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out. Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Yes. It was the place to be.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Yes.
Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
I know, right?
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room. And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Trust the completionist instinct. There will be a reward for finding them all.
Stepping in.
Yep. You can do that. You are now leaving. Escape pod launch bay. Escape... Wait, what? No. No, Bucket. You can't. I can't leave you. No! 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 I can't. No! 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 I'm like Jim now. I'm like Jim.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No! No! It's gone!
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and
I'm
plunged
gonna
to
be
his
with
death.
you, Bucket, now.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Thank you, am I?
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yep.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I'm a 1.8 PvP player. You think 20 is anything?
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
Hustle.
I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417? Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437. Excellent. I
Yes.
think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so. Now, back to door number 437.
Bucket! Yes! The bucket!
And try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
What? I just freaking...
You know, I think the copy machine needs some attention. Why don't you rub the bucket on it a bit?
Yes.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
We're getting somewhere. Me and this bucket, we're going places.
Okay, now bring the bucket on top of employee 419's desk. Yes, this is great.
Yes.
Now the bucket knows exactly what it's like to be employee 419.
Yes.
Now, let's introduce it to
I'm
door
so happy
416.
again. I'm so happy again with the bucket. I got it back.
We've almost got it. Now make the bucket and the copy machine touch again.
Well, let's calm down there. That one's a bit... Ugh.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 touches of the bucket on door 430. Yes! We did it! Wow! That felt amazing. You know, not all the buckets will get this kind of experience.
Yeah.
They won't all know what it's like to slam repeatedly against nearly every door in one section of an office building, or what it's like to be employee 419. Buckets may dream of an experience like this, but
Exactly.
few can say they've truly lived it. You've given a bucket hope today. Stanley, I'm very proud of you.